Welcome to my channel Easy Maths with Meghana. In this video, let us continue with the Class 10 syllabus Chapter 2 Polynomials. In the 8th and 9th standard, you already know what is polynomial. Let me revise you once again. Polynomial is an algebraic expression or term in which we have more than 3 or 4 terms. Then that type of expression is called as polynomials. Then degree. So what do you mean by degree? So degree is nothing but the highest power of the variable. A polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called as cubic polynomial. So based on the number of degree present in the polynomial, there are 3 types of polynomial. That is linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. The general form of linear polynomial in X is of the form ax plus b, where a and b are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So, linear polynomial is generally expressed in the form of ax plus b, where a and b are called as real numbers and a is not equal to 0. In the case of quadratic polynomial, the general form of a quadratic polynomial in X is of the form ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. In the quadratic polynomial, the general representation we can tell it as ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. In the case of cubic polynomial, the general form of a cubic polynomial in X is of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a, b, c, d are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So till here, students, what we learned about the type of the polynomial based on the degree. If a polynomial has degree 1, it is called as linear polynomial and it is represented in the form of ax plus b, where a and b are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Second one, quadratic polynomial. A polynomial which has 2 degree, then it is called as quadratic polynomial and it is represented in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b and c are called as real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Third one, cubic polynomial. A polynomial which has 3 degree is called as cubic polynomial and it is represented in the form of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So these are the 3 important concepts of polynomial, that is linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial, and how it can be represented generally. That is also we have learned till here. Represent linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial in the general expression. To find the zeros of the linear polynomial, we have to use ax plus b as minus b by a. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, that is ax square plus bx plus c, if a is not equal to 0, then sum of the zeros can be calculated by the help of the formula alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. What is minus b and a here? Minus coefficient of x. So in ax square plus bx plus c, the coefficient of x is minus b, coefficient of x square is a. So I can write alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. And in product of 0, constant term divided by coefficient of x square. That is alpha into beta is equal to, constant term is c here in the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And coefficient of x square is nothing but a. So this is regarding how to find sum of zeros and product of zeros. These two are very important to find the relationship between the coefficient of zeros here. Ninth one, if alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of the cubic polynomial. If we have cubic polynomial, then we have to use the different formula. which will be expressed in the form of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Then alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to b by a. Alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to c by a. Alpha gamma beta is equal to minus d by a. Quadratic polynomial with alpha and beta has its zeros as x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, or you can write k into x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots. So this is regarding the quadratic polynomial, how to find the zeros, and cubic polynomial, how it is represented, how to find the values of the zeros, and also how to get the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient in the quadratic polynomial by using sum of zeros and product of zeros. Linear polynomial has only one zero. A quadratic polynomial can have almost two zeros. A cubic polynomial can have at most three zeros. A polynomial of degree n has at most n zeros. So this is regarding zeros of the polynomial. If you want to find the zeros of the polynomial, in the case of linear polynomial, you have only one zero, and in the quadratic polynomial, you have two zeros, and in the cubic polynomial, you have three zeros. If the degree n is there in the polynomial, we are getting the n zeros. So these are the important concepts of polynomials. In the next video, let us learn exercise 2.1.